Hello and come on in to Kitchen Yetu. Today I am coming to you with yet another video. I'll be making some delicious Jack Rasta pasta. Come on in, let's get started. Here we have some jumbo shrimp. Now this is about a pound of that, so it's fresh and clean, ready to go. And the other ingredients I have is some green bell peppers as well as some red bell peppers. I also do have about a teaspoon of some fresh minced garlic right there. I have also chopped some white onion. This is just one large white onion chopped. So first thing we're going to do is to season our shrimp. In goes the black pepper, and there I put a little bit too much, so just put about half a teaspoon of the black pepper. Then go in with just a sprinkle of salt, because the other spices and seasoning do contain sodium. We'll have to watch on the salt. Next is some paprika, and then followed by the Old Bay. This is seasoning for seafood and poultry and all of that, and it's really good. And yes, it does contain some sodium, so we have to be very careful when we adding that. So I added just a teaspoon of that, and now you're just gonna go ahead and just mix it real well. It's turning good, guys. Look how it's looking at this point. So just marinate it and let it sit there for about 5 to maybe 6 minutes. You can actually leave it in the refrigerator while we're cooking the pasta. I have my pot going on with some boiling water on medium heat. I'm going to get ready to cook our pasta. So in goes a teaspoon of salt, as well as we're going to put some olive oil so that our pasta won't stick. I will be cooking some penne pasta for this recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the pasta now. And I'm just using a whole box because of obviously for the pound of shrimp, that's more than enough. And with this, we're just gonna go ahead and stir it just a little bit and let it cook. And it doesn't take that long, so our pasta is now ready, as you can see. So I'm going to drain the water, but I will be saving just a little bit of the pasta water for later. So in a pan, we're going to prepare our shrimp. So I'm going to add there some vegetable oil, and then I'm going to get my marinated shrimp, and I'm going to add it in one by one. So this is of course on medium heat. So just be careful. I think I did let the oil become way too hot. But just reduce your heat and let the shrimp cook. It doesn't take that long for the shrimp to cook. About a minute or two on each side. And once it actually turns pink, you know that your shrimp is done. And look how good it looks. And when you're making seafood, there is that certain aroma in the air. And it is just a beautiful thing. So I'm just adding it there, making sure that my shrimp are actually cooking well. As you can see, it's turning its color. So I'm about to turn it on the other side as well so it can cook. So we're going to fry our little shrimp right there. And it looks good. It's marinated well. And we are getting ready to put this dish together. So while I am turning there, I have set my pasta aside, as you saw in the other clip. So now we have our shrimp that is ready to go. Perfect. What I'll do is just take the shrimp out and put it in my plate there. And look how succulent and juicy they look like. All right, so I'm going to reduce the oil there. Remember, we have our bell peppers as well as some fresh garlic. So in another pot, I'm just going to add some olive oil, about 4 or 5 tablespoons of oil. Then I'm going to first put in our white onion that we chopped and let it saute for about 2 to 3 minutes. Once that's done, I'm going to go in and add in some of the garlic. So cook that together first. And then next, we are going to add in the bell peppers. So we have a green bell peppers as well as the gorgeous red bell peppers. And our meal is coming together really, really well. So we're going to let that cook for a minute. Then here I'm just going in with some paprika. Going to add in a little bit of some cumin. And a little bit of the Old Bay spice. That's what I'm adding there. And just go ahead and mix it really, really well and let it cook down. And I'm going to go in, being that it's Jack Rasta pasta, with just your regular Jack seasoning. I'm using the mild seasoning, so it's not too hot. If you want it to be hot, they do have one that is hot and spicy. You can use that as well. I didn't want mine to be too hot. So I'm going to, once it looks something like this, we're going to add in some heavy cream. And look at that. And that's just about a cup. And just so you know, under you can find the recipe of this video that you see on this video under the description box under the video. So once it comes to a boil, we're going to go in with the already cooked penne pasta and just put it in there. And we are just going to mix it all in. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? And so I'm just going to let it simmer on the stove for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're just going to toast it. As you can see, it's getting creamy. The sauce is, the cream is actually making it thicker. So it's well coated on the pasta. So I'm going to go in with some mozzarella cheese. You can also use some Havarti cheese, which is more on the creamy side. And that's what I'm adding there. You can also use some cheddar, some yellow cheddar cheese is also good with this. And pretty much your dish is done. So the next thing I'm just going to do is to show you how it looks like. Look at that. It is ready to go. You can actually just eat this all on its own. But what we are doing some Jack Rasta pasta. So guess what? We are going to add in the shrimp that we set aside. Remember? But also save a little bit for garnish later, okay? So just mix in your shrimp in there and you already got your meal all ready to go. Look how beautiful that looks. And the aroma is just delicious. It is good to go. And the prep time didn't take us that long. Once you get all your veggies chopped up, once you get your penne, your water boiling, it takes about, I would say, maybe 20 to 25 minutes. And look at that. I hope you got to enjoy this video, and if you did, give it a quick thumbs up. And if you're new on this channel, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified next time I upload a video. Comment below and let me know if you're going to try this recipe. Let me know what other name you call this pasta. It is called Jack Rasta pasta, and I thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next video.